Hey guys, it's Brandy. I just wanted to hop on and do a process video for this die I just recently got from Michaels. A super cute die. It would be perfect for shadow boxes, home decor, maybe even possibly on a card. But I thought I would try it out and do a process video for it, so I die cut it out of some black cardstock. And sorry if I'm off camera, my camera angle isn't the greatest, but I am working on getting a better setup. And I am also getting used to editing videos and adding voiceovers and all that goodness. So hopefully you guys like this video. I'm still learning, so give me a little bit of time till I get used to this. So I die cut it out of some black cardstock, and I was going to measure it and cut the panels out separately using just a ruler and a trimmer, but I decided to just die cut it using my die cutting machine, and I used some alcohol inked background that I had created for this. So what I'm doing is I'm using my pokey tool from Cricut, which I absolutely love this tool when it comes to die cutting, and I'm just peeling that out of there, and I'm going to be cutting it down and trying to make it fit the black on the black, to make it the outside of the house different colors. And I'm trimming it a little smaller than what it is perforated at, so that way it fits kind of like a panel on there. And I'm like, what is it? Oh, I can't even think of the word now. Layering it. So paper piecing. I'm trying to paper piece it. So if you guys have any tips about paper piecing this, definitely leave it down below. But this is what I thought of, and I don't know if there's an easier way. And if so, definitely let me know. I am a crafter that likes to do things the easy way. So if you guys have any tips, definitely let me know. And I'm using art glitter glue to glue it all down. I absolutely love that glue. Unfortunately, you can't order it in the winter, but I heard Barely Art glue is just as good. So here I am trimming down the front panel of the house, and I'm just going to glue that on there. And sorry about my head getting in the way. Again, my camera angle isn't the greatest, so hopefully I'll get that work done. And you can see my gray hair there that I have. I definitely need to get my hair colored again. But yeah, so I just really love how this house turned out. It's not perfect by any means, and I'm still practicing 3D embellishments, kind of doing things here and there. So this is the first time I ever cut this out, so this is the first time I've ever used this die, but it was super fun to create. And here I'm just gluing it all together. And again, inside of it, you could put some tiny lights. You could put I don't know if you could put a tea light in there. I don't think it's it's not quite big enough for a tea light. But they make tiny lights that you could put inside of it. And it would just be super cute to make a little village, like a spring village or a summer or winter, whichever you prefer. So I got this all set up here. And then I'm going to end up cutting the roof out of some brown cardstock. And as you can see on the front there, there's a little white by one of the windows because some of the alcohol inked paper ripped off. So, and I'll show you how I fix that. So here I'm just going to run it through with some brown cardstock for the roof. And I'm using my big shot for that. And so since I'm just doing the roof, I don't have to use the entire die. And I realized whenever I put the die through that I put it upside down. I had a little brain fart there, and so it cut through my top plate. But it still worked, and it worked out fine. So I don't know what I was thinking there. I don't think I was thinking. I was like really nervous, like recording the video. So I cut some of the roof out, and I didn't do the back side of the house. I got lazy and decided not to cut a back panel for it. But I did cut the roof for it. And again, I'm using my art glitter glue, and sorry that I'm off frame. But Yeah, I'm new to this whole process video recording over, like I've done voiceovers, but nothing like this where I have to like cut out footage, speed it up, all that stuff. That way I don't bore you guys. So here I am doing this. But yeah, editing videos is a lot of work. So I'm still learning. But yeah, so I thought that turned out super cute. And I decided that I'm going to go ahead and can't remember what I do next. I think I cut it out of brown, like a darker brown. I think that's what I do. Yeah. So I'll use the decorative piece that comes with it. It's a very simple die. Like this die comes with just the house die, and then it comes with like a little decorative piece that you can use to decorate the roof of the house. So pretty simple die. It's not one of those dies that comes with like a million pieces, which, you know, sometimes those are fun to put together, and sometimes you're just too tired to even think about that. So here I am die cutting this part out for the roof, and I do it twice. That way I can do it for both sides. And it just fell out of the die, so this die cuts really well. Recollections isn't a bad brand at all. So I think that turned out super cute. I don't know if I cut it out again or not. I think I might have just cut it out once. And then I decided to fix that green, like the white space where the green is. I'm just using a gel pen and just coloring. I colored the white on there. That way it doesn't stand out as bad. So there's a little tip for you. Here I am using the other house die that I grabbed at Michael's, and this one came with a stamp set, and it's more wintry, but you can create other different houses with it. It doesn't have to be wintry. It can be a spring, it could be for Valentine's Day, it could be for summer, so you don't have to just use it for spring and summer. So I cut it out of black cardstock. Black is like one of the main colors I use when it comes to crafting. Black and white are my main colors. So I'm just folding over the flaps there, preparing it for gluing so I can put it all together, kind of see where everything bends and all that good stuff. And then I go ahead and I die cut it out again for the roof. So I send that through again. And I'll be using that for the roof pieces. And then I need to die cut it out again for the actual color of the house. So I was trying to decide what color to use. I was going to use another alcohol inked background that I had done previously, but I decided against it. And I went with a piece of scrap paper that someone sent me in Happy Meal and decided to use that as the house color and try to make it like a little springy Valentine's Day-y type house. So I die cut that out of pink because everyone loves pink. At least I do. Not everyone, I guess, likes pink. What are your guys' go-to colors when it comes to crafting and die cutting? Do you guys use a lot of black and white in your die cutting? So here I'm speeding up the video, and I'm just, again, cutting it smaller than what the perforated edges are. That way they fit nicely into the die. Now they're not perfect. My scissor skills definitely need worked on when it comes to that, like cutting straight. Oh gosh, my angles, some of my angles are just crazy. But I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? So it still turned out really cute. And since this was the first time I die cut it and everything, I mean, it turned out all right. So I just cut those smaller, and then I'm going to glue those onto the panel there. And I thought I was recording, but I didn't. So here I'm just gluing it all together and putting the house together. So these are two completely different house dies, but I thought I would do a video for both of them together to kind of show you guys the differences between the two houses. And I didn't use all the dies that came with this one. There is also a Christmas tree one where you can layer it and make it 3D, which is really cool. I'll probably play with that one more closer to Christmas and all that stuff. But I just decided to die cut the house so you guys could see the differences between the two houses on the sizes and everything. This one, I think it's okay. I kind of like the other one because it cuts out the windows, has the flap for the door, which I'm sure you could do it for this one yourself. But this one does come with a stamp set that you can stamp on the house, which I didn't think I was going to. So I kind of did it last minute, not thinking that I was going to. So I messed up on my lining it up. So I had to trim a little bit off of the pink. And then that's how cute the little house is. It's super tiny. And then that's comparing the two houses. So you can make like your own little village. It would be super fun to create. Do your own little home decor. And you can change it up every year and every season and every holiday. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the stamp set after all and do the front of the house. So here I'm just showing you the differences between the two houses. And I thought I was done, but then I decided I'm going to do a little bit more to the pink house. So I die cut out the fence twice. And after doing that, I glue them onto the house. One on the front and one on the back. And you can use that fence, you can like interchange these dies. Like you can use the fence die for the other die or any other dies that you have. You don't have to necessarily just use it for this die. That's why I love dies and stamps and everything, because you can interchange these. So I decided to go ahead and stamp the front of the house onto it, which is quite challenging whenever it's not flat. So I just used the stamping block and kind of used my thumb inside of it to kind of press the ink onto it to hopefully get a crisp image. And I'm just using Memento ink. That's like my go-to black ink, because especially when I do Copic coloring. So I just use my like finger on the inside to kind of press the ink and hope it sticks a little better. And I noticed that it didn't quite get lined up perfectly, but it turned out okay. So I decided to go ahead and I tried to take my ink pad and smear it across the top to try to get it all the way lined up in black to the edge, which it didn't work. So I got frustrated. I was just like, how can this happen? Of course it would on a live video when I'm doing a process, but I did figure out something that I could do. As you could see, I got frustrated. I'm just like, oh, what do I do now? So I just decided to say, forget it. I'll just glue the fence on and figure it out later. So I went ahead and I glued the fence on. And what I love about this art glitter glue is you can get into like the little edges and the little creases, and because of the fine point that it has onto it. Now, one thing I don't like about it is it clogs so much and it's such a pain, and I only have one steel pen left to use to get it to unclog, so that's a pain. So I just glued the fence to the front and the back of the house. No one's really going to see the back of the house, but I decided to go ahead and do it. As you can see here, that's what it looks like. Again, not perfect with the inking. So there's the two houses. Super cute. And then what I ended up doing is I took a black gel pen and I decided to go ahead and just write over the ink. So these are just some generic gel pens that my mother-in-law got me. I believe my mother-in-law, she got me. So I just took some gel pen, and it has like a little shimmer to it. So, and I just wrote over the ink with that and made it stand out more. So, and it turned out really cute. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.